Hey, Fierce fam. First and foremost, this is a message that needs to be seen by everyone. Okay, I wanted to start to. We all know what's going on. Okay, the situation has started to escalate in our community, and I wanted you guys to know all the precautionary measures along with the long-term planning should worst case scenario come to be. Okay, there's two frames of thinking on this. I don't care which one you're on. Ultimately, it's my job as a leader to make sure that we are prepared for whatever is coming and that we can be a part of the solution for this thing and not a part of the problem. So I don't care what your frame of thinking is. I need you to truly take upon the precautions that we've set forward and actually apply them to our practices at the gym. Okay, that's going to just put everybody else's mind at ease and as well as keep everyone healthy and safe, including your family. Okay, because when you bring germs home, you could be affecting someone subsequently just because of that. So I need you to keep that in mind regardless how you feel about this situation. Secondly, ultimately, I want to just again say thank you to all of our healthcare professionals out there that are going to be taking this thing down. Okay, you guys, you mean the world. You guys are seriously, you're the best. You guys are just going out there. You're taking it on. You're not thinking twice about touching someone. And the amount of care that takes and helping, like it's completely selfless, and that's truly who I strive to be, in my life. So thank you guys. If you see any of those people at the gym, tell them thank you. It's the least we can do. Okay, and going forward with all the precautions that we set, I'm just going to re-go over them, and then I'm going to kind of tell you guys just logistically how that's helping the situation so that you understand. First off, washing your hands when you get into the gym. That's simply going to wash away any germs, any bacteria you're bringing in from outside. Okay, that needs to be done right away. Set your stuff down, go into the bathroom, wash your hands. Wash your hands before you leave the gym. That's going to protect your friends and family members just in case something were to happen. Okay, wiping down of all equipment after workouts. Okay, that is significant. We're going to be sweating. We need to make sure that we're wiping down all those surfaces so that we are not transmitting things. I'm going to be adding, first off, some social distancing. I need you guys to be practicing a 6-foot rule. We are a community, but we can talk from a little distance. Okay, I am following what the CDC says because obviously they are the ones that have seen this and they kind of know more about it. I'm also been paying attention a lot more to some infectious disease doctors. I've listened to a podcast, Joe Rogan podcast. Highly recommend listening to that. Also read an article from another infectious disease specialist. Ultimately, what you need to know is that distancing is just going to help and assist in that spread, okay? The next thing would simply be, if you're sick, stay home, okay? We love you. We want you at the gym. I will give you at-home workouts. I'm currently in the process. That's a part of the long-term preparation for this thing. But I need you to know we don't want you in the gym if you're sick or a family member sick. If your family member is sick, please stay away for at least 24 hours until it goes away with them. Because that's simply going to prevent and put everyone's mind at ease, okay? I need you guys all to take these precautionary measures so that we can stay tight and together as a community, because regardless how you feel about it, somebody else might not feel the same way, and it's okay that they don't feel the same way. Honestly, this is an uncertain thing, like most people are not gonna, they get weary when uncertain things come by, and that's completely fine, okay? I'm also going to be kind of talking about mindset in a little bit here, really to kind of help you guys also just keep your mind at ease, because stress and all that kind of stuff also affects your immune system and your health, okay? What we know is obviously staying healthy is really going to continue to, keep yourself safe against this virus. So if it does spread and get way worse, that we are all healthy and we're not going to have anything happen to us. So the key is I am putting out all those precautionary measures, and I need all of you to follow them. I'm also going to be posting some signs in there with some of these things, just so that you it's top of mind. Okay, I know the washing the hands thing, oh, you should have been washing your hands before. People wash their hands, but maybe not to this extent. The reason we're putting way more emphasis on it right now is to truly put ultimately it on the top of your mind so that you don't ever forget, and ultimately just to really prevent things. Okay, now going forward, as the situation changes, I am going to be ultimately I am going to be setting up at-home options. So depending on kind of how things going forward, for those of you that are nervous and aren't comfortable coming to the gym, please reach out to me. I'm going to be creating an at-home program where we can help coach you. We're going to help keep you moving because moving and exercise also helps with anxiety. It helps with your immune system and all those things. And if you just completely stop, you're putting yourself more at risk. So at-home options, along with the at-home accountability. So for the people that are doing that, I'm going to be checking in and making sure that you work out, okay? Now, worst case scenario, as it's happened in other areas, ultimately, like it's all over CrossFit affiliate forums, places that have needed to shut down simply because the city mandates it. We're going to stay open. We are going to hold up these precautions so that everyone is safe. But should that come to pass, ultimately, we're going to have a whole at-home program along with accountability. We're looking at currently softwares that we can stream workouts so that we can stay connected as a community and we can get through this thing. Because the other thing that happens when you are locked in is obviously there's a lot of, you don't have the social aspect anymore. You're not seeing people on a regular basis because everything is shut down, okay? We don't want that to happen. We want you to stay healthy. We want to keep the connection. We want to keep this community going. And so we are creating solutions in preparation for that. So that being said, for those of you that are concerned and do not want to come to the gym, reach out to me and I will start to message you all of the workouts and plans. Now, this is currently under development. I will be putting a ton of time in on it tomorrow. So ultimately, make sure you reach out and I will get you everything you need. Also, currently the governor, I think maybe an hour ago, posted, or he was on, and he basically said that they're shutting down schools for 8 days to assist in the flow, the spread of this. Okay, so with that being said, for those of you that are affected and the at-home thing, because your kids are at home and you have to be home with them, completely fine. I'll send you at-home workouts too. Also, with our kids program, I'm going to be sending in all of the, I'm going to be giving you an at-home kids stuff because they're going to be home from school. Obviously, you might want them to burn off some energy. So I'm going to be giving you at-home stuff to do. You can do them with them. This is a great opportunity to get the whole the family involved in, ultimately their health or fitness journey, right? So look at it from that standpoint too. It'll be a good way to connect with them. Now, for those of you that are worried, and really what I want to talk about right now is just keeping this in line, okay? Because mindset and fear, that can have a significant, account on your stress. Sleep is significantly important right now. If you're not getting enough sleep, start getting enough sleep. It's going to boost your immune system. Not boost, but it's going to keep it optimal. And ultimately, that's going to be key in keeping this virus, from affecting you more than it needs to. Okay. So with that, for those of you that are kind of nervous about this situation, couple of things. First off, I've done a lot to kind of mitigate stress and learn about how to lower stress levels kind of in my own self, but just in health teachings, because it's significant when it comes to fat loss and a lot of things that, people want to achieve. First, make sure you have breathing practices. So if you are getting worried, simply try to calm your mind, just like meditating, or meditate, same thing. Breathe in and exhale, okay? Start focusing on your breathing and counting your breathing. That's going to help take everything that's going on in your head and it's going to calm it down, okay? That is essential to bringing stress down quickly, okay? Exercise and movement is another way to relieve stress for a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that when you've been having a bad day. You do a good workout and then you feel great afterwards, okay? That's another one. Now, for those of you, the other thing I would say is obviously we're going into uncertain times. We don't know what's coming. We don't know how this is truly going to affect Minnesota. We hope that it's just going to blow over. I would love for that to be the case, right? But it's my job as a leader to prepare for this stuff. So I'm going to prepare for worst case scenario. And that being said, I want to make sure you are too. So how do we keep eating healthy, and how should we be eating during this time frame? Obviously, you know that many people are going into this hoarder mentality. They start buying everything. First off, do not, like, understand truly that this probably will not be a lockdown for more than 2-3 weeks, max 4. Okay, like I highly doubt with the infrastructure we have here in the United States that it would extend any longer than that. So hoarding and buying significant amounts of supplies is honestly causing more harm than good to the entire system. Okay, it's a shock to the system. So please, if you are, just buy what you are going to need. You don't go through toilet paper that quickly. When it comes to food, though, okay, this is where obviously things that go bad you can't hold for 4 weeks, right? So buying some sort of meats that you can freeze and then hold on to. Again, just buy them when you have the opportunity and put them in the freezer. That way, if you are worried about this thing, in the back of your mind, you're going to survive. Like, you don't have to worry about the survival mechanism, because a lot of times that's why people go into this panic. They think their survival is at risk. And the reality is if you just stock up, you'll put that at bay and you'll help keep stress down. Okay. So ultimately, what could that be? You could buy, a couple of two things of chicken breast, family packs. You could buy some ground beef. The two key nutrients you're going to need to be taking in is protein and fat. First off, fat is going to last the longest. Protein is going to sustain. Like, we don't want to let anything like this really significantly affect our health. And buying a ton of carbs, especially super processed carbs, is honestly going to cause a lot more harm, because a lot of that will turn into visceral fat, which causes underlying health conditions, which is what this virus affects most. That's one of the subsets of people. So those are a couple of ways to prepare food-wise. Just frozen vegetables, putting those in the freezer, because any regular vegetable will. Now, once you have that in the freezer and you are, the survival is there, just go about your day and try to relax and just buy groceries as you normally would. Because once you have that stuff all frozen, it's going to be there, it's going to last. There's no reason to keep buying more and more stuff, because what if somebody else needed that? And now, think about other people too. In this type of situation, a lot of people tend to only think about themselves. What I am turning my mind to is, how can I serve? How can I help? If you guys simply want to talk about this, I'm here. Simply message me. I will talk to you, and I will help try to keep your mind at bay so that you're just in a better state. That's part of what my job is as a coach, and it's what I love to do. I love to help. I love to serve. Okay, so keep all of those things in mind, guys. I will be updating you on the day-to-day of how we're making adjustments. But remember, hand washing, stay home if you're sick, wiping everything down, practice social distancing at the gym, and care about how other people feel about this, not just yourself. Whether you agree with it or not, think about how other people feel. That's what matters, okay? Because God forbid it happens to anyone or someone in our community is affected, or someone's family member from our community is affected. Like, all of that is some real stuff. It's going around the world. It hasn't significantly affected us yet. But as you know, schools have closed now and that kind of stuff. So day to day, I'll be updating you guys. I really appreciate you listening to this. And yeah, if you are someone that wants to stay at home and that's their precautionary measure, please reach out to me. I will be contacting you. I will be giving you workouts, and I will be holding you accountable towards doing those workouts as well. I'm in the process of building all of that out. I'll have more information on it as the situation progresses. So thanks, Fierce Fam. Stay strong, and I will see you at the gym. We'll see you.